Russian President Vladimir Putin and US President Joe Biden are currently meeting in Geneva, Switzerland. For more, I'm joined by SABC News international editor Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, thank you so much for your time. What are the two leaders going to be discussing?
Well, high on the agenda is the problem of cyber security and also the crime that goes with it. You know that during the elections in 2016, where President Donald Trump was elected the President of the United States of America, there were reports that Russia did interfere with the elections. And again, in 2020, during the elections, we are told that currently the Biden administration is looking at reports that suggest that there was interference with the elections in the United States of America. And this will be high on the agenda. Recently, we saw the crime where the oil refineries in the United States of America experienced cyber attacks. And therefore, this will be very high on the agenda, even though President Putin did deny the fact that he was involved in that attack. But there are reports that the people who were involved are actually criminals from Russia. And on the other hand, they will be talking about human rights. You know, there's always accusations, but the Russian Federation doesn't really observe or respect or protect the human rights. You know, the opposition in that country has been facing challenges, and currently one senior opposition person is in jail because of similar accusations of human rights abuse. The issue of Ukraine will also be discussed. You know that during the meeting with NATO, after the meeting, President Biden indicated that they will continue to support Ukraine, even though he has called for Ukraine to move to a full democratic state and deal with the oligarchs in that country. They will be discussing that. There's an accusation that Russia has kind of invaded a portion of Ukraine. The issue of the Middle East, you know that the two countries are also involved in the Middle East, particularly when you look at the question of Syria. But where they can find one another, another important issue will be the issue of climate change.
Right. You mentioned that they'll be able to find each other on the issue of climate change. This is President Joe Biden's first visit in Europe. How would you sum it up so far?
Well, he tried very hard to reposition America as the leader of the world. You know that there has been this view that America is the leader of the world. Now, during the presidency of Donald Trump, America lost that position because he was inward-looking. You'd recall his motto was America First. And now you have a different motto from Joe Biden, America is back. America is back locally in the United States of America, in the region, but also on the global stage. So in this tour in Europe, he used the opportunity to reset the relations between the United States of America with the G7 countries, including Africa, when he had bilateral talks with President Ramaphosa. And then he moved to Brussels, where he met the NATO family. You know that the relationship between NATO and the United States of America under President Donald Trump were very, very frosty. And now he has tried to rekindle that relationship. He also met the European Union leaders in Brussels yesterday, where again he emphasized America's quest to continue strengthening the relations with the EU countries. And now he is now in Switzerland, where he is meeting President Vladimir Putin. The relations between the two currently are at an all-time low, but when they were making remarks during the photo op, President Biden said that it is always better to meet face-to-face. Those were the words he uttered. On the other hand, President Putin uttered the following words, I hope the meeting will be productive. And therefore, when you listen to the two, you could see that there's some room for agreeing on certain issues, particularly the issue of climate change. But on the issue of cybercrime, on the issue of Ukraine, human rights, there's no way they are going to agree. And it is for that reason we are told that it's unlikely that they will both appear on a same platform when they are addressing the media about the outcomes of the meeting. They will have separate media briefings so that everyone can, or the two of them, they can express themselves the way they want to express themselves if there are misgivings in terms of the meeting. Therefore, it is a big international story. And from here, Putin will be going back to Moscow, while President Joe Biden will be flying back to the United States of America, almost 7 days out of the country. But with Air Force One, it's almost like being in Washington. Wherever he is, it's the same as being in Washington. That is why the vice president doesn't take over and be an acting president, because he's got access to America wherever he is, anytime, any moment, any day.
All right. Thank you so much. That is Sophie Mokoena, who is the SABC News International Editor.